Okay guys, so this is the new video on the direction trend versus buyers. Okay, video that I promised you. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you work on direction, basically the long terms, but I'll show you a lot of things to look for when you're entering off HABB bands. A couple of other topics as well. But I'm also going to show you 4 recordings, right? 2 where the bias is really not that easy to read, right? But where the long terms help you out big time. Okay. I'll also show you a trending day, and then I'll show you that strong bias, which was Thursday this week. First of all, just let me say well done for this week, guys. Well done. I honestly thought this week, because we had quite a trending week, and then on the Thursday we had that strong bias, and I actually thought that a few of you would struggle, with that on the Thursday. But even though some of you lost a few trades, I know there's still 1 or 2 bond. I'll get to you and Lake in a minute. Even though 1 or 2 of you struggled a bit, the majority of you still won your day, even though you lost a few trades, a couple of trades. And that happens on days like that when you don't read the direction very clearly. So I'm going to try and help you out on that in this video. But again, well done. Hampton, really impressed, mate. Just keep going, keep winning your day, and there's no reason why in 6 months you won't be a millionaire. The only thing holding you back is just keep upping your lot size. That's the only thing that holds you back, guys, from being very wealthy. Okay, well, let's just have a look at a couple of screenshots. It's something I like doing. Right, so first and foremost, this I think was yesterday's. Yeah, this was yesterday's, guys. We came in the room. How did I read yesterday's bias? Okay, well, we're just going to focus on the GU for the most part in this video, but we're also going to focus more here on these 4 time frames than any other place. Okay, now at the start of the session, I wish I'd have taken a screenshot at the start of the session. We had a daily super down. It was a red pink, I think, and I noticed 1 or 2 members said, well, they won't go against that, right? But you have to understand what that daily super, what it actually meant. And a daily super is great when it's got room to maneuver. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Well, that daily super, right, had done its job. How do I mean it's done its job? Well, I had a look. This is where I get my bias from, guys. I look here, and then I look where we are on these. Okay, so I'm looking at trend. Yeah, no problem. I'll get to MT's comments in a moment about why I was biased up all week. Right, daily super down. Where were we on the 8 hour? Well, this BB band had flipped up. This was the morning candle, and then we come in the room. This is where we were. Okay, now it's hanging. This could go either way, and you're thinking, oh, we're outside 4 hour BB bands here. Okay, but what you fail to see a lot of the time is what's happened here. You see, it's level with that flip down BB band there, and it had reacted. You see, you can see the wick on it. You see the wick on that? So it had reacted. It had come back down basically to the 4 hour orange line. Okay, so is a 1 hour blue going to be good enough to stop this candle going to this BB band? That's what you've got to ask yourself. Okay, you've got to say, is that going to there? Highly likely. Is a 1 hour blue going to stop it? Probably not. 4 hours already hit the BB band, bounced down, chances are trend is going to continue, and that's what happened, and it blew that it blew it off the chart, basically, the daily super. Okay, because of that bounce back there. Alright, and the fact that this candle wants to go to this BB band. Alright, what this will do, excuse me, is create maybe pullbacks. So it'll go up you know, like that. So then all you need to do is look at your 5-minute NHA charts. This is where we were when we come in the room, somewhere here. Okay, and this was a major trade for me. Took multiple entries up, going up here. Okay, right, so basically for me the bias was up, this was going to there, and even if a 4-hour blue appeared, this wouldn't, the 4-hour blue wouldn't work unless, right, unless it got help on other time frames. So if we started getting 15-minute blues, which you should have got if you've got a 4-hour blue, with signals next to them, then we start to look for second moves, okay, and trades below the 5-minute orange line. But obviously for me this was going to here now. Okay, let's just quickly look at the three, and I will write these rules out for you guys tomorrow probably, about things like this, you know, the rules on entering off the HA BB band, right? There are 3 ways. You want A, you want HA BB band plus momentum, right? B, you want HA arrow plus momentum, and C, momentum, right? When I say momentum, guys, I don't just mean one flicker like this. No matter how many numbers that is there, if that only flickers once on 9 and then goes quiet, you might just get a little bounce like that and then it could continue on down. Okay, so when I mean big momentum, I mean constantly flashing. If it's just one but it's constantly flashing, and let's say the DX here, oops, sorry, DX here is flashing red, and this is constantly flashing, and that's constantly flashing, that's good, that's big momentum for me. Let's say correlation, so you've got the GU here, the GJ and the GCAT are all flashing 1. That's big momentum for me, because you know, it's all 3 pairs. It's saying go, go, go. You know, it's saying the GBP is going to go. Okay, and again, obviously, you know, the DX as well. You take the correlation with that. Okay, so they're basically the 3 ways of entering off the HA chart. Just one other thing I have noticed that are very powerful, and I'll show you later on in the video, is when you get a yellow signal with a signal next to it. There's not one on show here really to show you, maybe that one, but again your bias was down anyway. Okay, a yellow with a pink next to it, wow, they fly, alright, on the HA chart. Now then, should you have been taking this? Well, here's the thing, guys, right? You had this signal in, okay, you had a 1-hour blue. You could have said it might have pulled back more here than what it actually did. The BB band, you would have seen this flip up, it would have been up here, you would have been here, and you did get momentum for it to go up like that. So let's say you took this and it only went up a bit and then come down and lost, okay, because this signal hadn't taken price into the 5-minute orange line and it lost. It's a good loss. It's a good loss, guys, and it's a good loss because you're going with a strong trending bias. Okay, so just let that go and then look for your next setup if you took that and it lost. But as I say, because of the strength of the trend and you've got lots of momentum for that to shoot up like that, it ended up winning, you know. So just use the system, make sure if you can that you have got, you know, momentum with you, and one of the 3 ways of entering off the HABB band, which I described a bit earlier. Okay, guys, right, let's crack on with the bias video. What else did I want to show you on that? It might be on the other one. Oops, sorry. Where are you? Whoa, until I've been looking at this. What was it? Right, I'll show you that in the video. Okay, I'll show you that in the video in a minute. In fact, I can't recall what I was going to say about that one, guys, but anyway, let's crack on. Right, I've got a couple of messy biases to show you, but the first thing I want to show you is that strong bias from Thursday. Okay, and this is the recording I asked Sergeant Pipper to send over to MT. Okay, so this is what we had when we come in the room, you know, on the GU, right? Okay, no problem, you can take this up. Why can you take it up? There's nothing. There's an 8-hour blue at the moment, right? Yes, you're outside here, but it's an 8-hour blue. Let me explain one thing about the arrows to you guys, right? Blue is the most trustworthy signal there is, in my opinion, right? Because it does what it says. It just warns you. It warns you that chances are price is going to turn around, and the bigger the time frame on, the bigger the turnaround. Okay, right. First and foremost, let me explain MT's bias. In fact, I might have to come out of there again. Right, MT, do you recall? I can't, I've got rid of them now. Right, okay, we'll do it this way. MT said I was biased up this week. Right, I was biased up this week because of this setup here. Right, this happened. Now, I was biased up actually 6 days prior to that. Okay, because on this candle here, you see this one that come down here, this is 2 weeks on Friday ago. Okay, there was a blue here. There was a blue on the daily, and I said next week GU's going up. This was 2 weeks ago, guys. This was the Monday candle. What happened is it went up in the morning, and then during our session it dropped back down. Alright, now the blue's not there at the moment, right, but they come and go, but it was there again, and then we got that red yellow, which you can just about see there, and well, the rest is history. What happened was, for the rest of the week, it went up, it went all the way outside. First of all, look what happened. It hit the daily orange line, it bounced down, look, and during our session it went up. On the second day it went outside the daily BB band, bounced back to the orange line. So for me, straight away, GU is up. I'm not sure, yeah, that was, I think that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? Yeah, that was is this Thursday? No, that was the Friday. This was Monday. Okay, this one here was Monday this week. I'm biased up. Alright, now it's not just a matter of saying, okay, you're biased up here. I'm thinking, yeah, daily's saying up. Now, have I got the right position on a lower time frame to start taking this up? Here we were. Look at the 8-hour BB band flipped up here. We were back on the 8-hour orange line. Look at that for the full day there. Up. Up. Perfect position. If we were here and we were on the 8-hour BB band like that, then I would have been biased down. I would have said there was more coming down, because we're on an 8-hour BB band and it wanted to come down. You understand? If we were outside the BB band here, and you know, we were here on the 8-hour charts, then yes, I'd have been biased down. But because on this day, Monday, we were here on the 8-hour orange line, or this flipped up BB band, whichever, I was biased up. And basically what this has said, the bias is up on the daily, the entry position is perfect, we're going up. That is my bias. Okay, so I'm going to fast forward for this, guys, because I want to get to that point where that major down first appeared. Yeah, I've got to do it a little slowly because it might have been before this. Come on. I know it appeared pretty early doors, didn't it? I and I said be careful. I actually warned members to be careful with a GU because it was a really strong bias. Now this is where it went up, so it's somewhere back here. Oh guys, I'm not sure I'll be able to find it. I should have logged the time when it first appeared. What I should have done was take a snapshot of it. It would have been easier to show you. This is where it went up and it back up to the BB band. Right, there we go. Right, this flashed up. This flashed up. Okay, and at the time, this was Thursday, remember guys, I warned you that this is a really, really strong against the trend bias. Yes, I know it disappeared, and I'll explain that in a minute. This happens. I also told you it will come back. Now, why was I confident that this was a really strong against the trend bias? You're outside daily. You get a super next to an 8-hour blue. 8 hour. Think of that. Yes, it's only a 4-hour red. No blues. Now, a yellow. Basically, guys, a yellow is a blue, but a yellow is going to react straight away. That's all it is. It's going to reverse, and it's going to reverse straight away. Right? Once that's there, this is setting up. This is going to go down. So now, excuse me. You say to yourself, where's it likely to go down from? Well, yes, it does. It does go up a bit more, and it breaches the 1-hour BB band, and this disappears. Okay, right? But it came back, and as I said, it will do that. This is a really, really strong against the trend bias, and the reason is not just that you've got signals here; it's the fact you're outside daily, and you've got a blue. Okay, this is a strong, and again, you also look at what else has gone on, guys, and you look on the 1-hour chart. You've already had a couple of attempts to break the 1-hour orange line. So this now, for me, right, was definitely through that 1-hour orange line. It was definitely coming down to this 4-hour orange line, probably even further, because this is super. And at some point during the move, this went red yellow. And this went red yellow. It was actually red pink here, and the pink would have stayed. It would be red yellow pink. It's just that the yellow arrow is the same size as the pink and goes above it, so you can't see the pink. Anyway, that's irrelevant. It looks red yellow. We'll call it red yellow. Okay. So then it was going to this orange line, which meant this BB band. All right. So all your trades after that, second move, third move, fourth, fifth move, whatever, off the 5-minute orange line, the HJBB band were down. Alright, so it's just a matter of saying to yourself, well, let it get going, right, and then I'll take it. Okay, so this is what I mean as well, guys, about a starting point, you know, if you're unsure. Okay, let it start, and as I show you in this, on this particular recording, if you'd have let it start, I've shown you my scores. I sent an NT. Yes, there was a couple of losses because I tried taking the GU up when I shouldn't, and the GJ up. That GJ bombed me, by the way, 12 point whatever. That was, my stop loss is 10 pips. That was 2.8. That got 5.6 pips off me in slippage, you know. Bang out of order. A lot of money, that. Okay, so again, you're going to see it go up. Okay, first move, it'll go up off this BB band, right? So if you took that, great, because you had a strong bias, right? But you could wait, you could let this go back up and then take it down again on the next move. So I'm just going to quickly fast forward through this, guys. There you go. Shot back up. Should be looking for downs. There there you go, back to the 1 hour BB band. Look, you see how it disappeared, guys? This happens, but you just got to stick with that bias and say, well, I'm outside here, the 8 hour blue's still there, the bias is down because of, you know, the amount of times that's happened. That's coming back. This is around about the time when I told you guys that it will come back. Okay. Green this time, down, let it bounce, take the next move. Well, didn't bounce much, but again, you had lots of momentum for that to do, so you could have taken it based on that. Alright, so again, fast forwarding back to, you see here, I took this down. I actually took this up as well, right, because it was a 5-minute BB band, right, and I know price is going to react there. Okay, there was a definite winner in there. Alright, took this down. I think it comes back along here and then goes down again. My first entries were here. I think this eventually, because I took it from there to there, it was a 44 pipper for me, you know. GJ, look at this, it's perfect, perfect. Went back, 5 minutes was on, bang, again, it was another 40 odd pipper. Right, up she goes. Yes, this is where I'll just point out, if you had a 5 pip stop loss, you probably would have got caught out here trying to take it down maybe from there if it bounces back a bit like this. This is the problem when you're going against strong trends, guys, and you're just starting the move. 5 pip stop loss might not be enough. Okay, when you're going with the trend and things like this where it's just going up off the 5-minute orange line like that, no problem. You know, but when you're going against the trend, you might have to say to yourself, oh, I'll give myself a bit more leeway. Okay, I'm just going to get through this quickly now. Look, you see how it went up again there, but then bang, momentum, yellow, white, pink, near to each other, momentum. This is going to go. Look, yellow, white, look at that. Okay, you can say that didn't move there, but it's against the bias. You should be looking for down. Excuse me. And there you go. Look at that. Okay, look. 1 hour BB band. Expect it to bounce. Expect a bounce here. Don't, you know, don't be thinking this will just go to the, you know, to here and then drop. It's definitely coming in between these two lines here, because it's a 1 hour BB band. Oh, I won't say definitely, I'll say you should expect it to go further back. I actually took this up. This is one of those that I took up that won. You know, everything else was down until this got to here. Again, look at the GJ. Look at that, guys. It's perfect. Okay, and remember that yellow that was next to that white? Look at that. Look at it. This was it. Okay. Right, again. There you go. Good trade up into this road again. Now, start looking again here, down, because you've had your 1 hour BB band bounce. Now, you expect this signal now to take price to this line here, which means it's going through 4 hour orange line, which it's just bounced off. You'll notice when you've got trending moves like this, guys, that the 4 hour orange line is the 1 hour BB band. The 8 hour orange line is the 4 hour BB band. Okay, this orange line here is the 8 hour BB band. Alright, it's when these trends are going, that's generally how it works out. Okay, so again, just watch this. Bang, momentum, HABB band, bang, in here, bang, beautiful, beautiful. Look, now it's evolved yet again, and this all started, guys, from reading that strong bias that disappeared. Okay, but again, you could have said to yourself, well, I'll wait for my starting point, which was, excuse me, the 1 hour BB band. You go in, took that down, that up, that down. So basically, that one down, that up, that down. You could have taken that down as I did, that down as I did. I took this one up here. I didn't bother with this one here. I think the one I lost was taking that there, and I thought, hang on a minute, you're going against your bias there. Anyway, and again, you know, look at these moves. You could have let this happen. This is what I mean, guys. You could have let that happen, then look for 2, 3, 4 there, and you know, been well in the money and well safe. And look, eventually, look at that. Look, guys, look, just look. All right, and that was reading that strong bias that flicked on and then flicked off. I'm waiting for it to get going, and look at this now. Look, 4-hour BB band. I'd be happy, you know. I'd probably let this go up a bit more, take the next one, and then depending on what, you know, what shows here, I might stop trading that down then. Yeah, there you go. Bang, bang. Okay, but then look, 4-hour BB band. This has done its job. Now you can see it's bowing down here. That has done its job. Okay, there's definitely a bounce coming. You know, here I expect a bounce to go up. Whether it, you know, because it's the end of the session. It was during the session. I would be looking for a big trade here. The end of the session, going into the dead zone, I would expect something like a dead cat bounce, a little tiny bounce here, and then perhaps, you know, more down, which it did eventually do when this BB band flipped up. We were on it for the next day, on the Friday, yesterday, okay, and my bias was up. Okay, so that is it, guys. Looking at, you know, a strong bias, that is what you do. You don't you know, look at that bias and say, oh, it's gone, we're going back with a trend. Okay, because to me it's still there. You had everything. You were outside daily, right? You had an 8-hour blue, right? You had a couple of attempts to go through the 1-hour orange line, which means the chances are the next time it's going to go through. It didn't, it bounced, but then after that it flew down. Okay, and then you had that yellow that was here, well, there, a little red here, and you got that red pink that was next to that. Don't ignore a strong bias, alright, even against mega trends. Okay, so that was just to explain Thursday. Excuse me, guys. So let me have a drink. Okay, so now I'm going to look at I think it's 95, where we had a nice strong trending bias. Yeah, okay, right, again, let's read this. One or two of those people who were saying about the daily super yesterday, I can't recall who it was, but you'll know who you are. Again, reading when a signal's done its job. Look at this, daily. Yes, there's a lot of signals there, and yes, it could, you know, change that trend, right? But you've got to look at what this signal here has done. 8-hour BB band. It's pierced the 8-hour BB band. That is done for now. The chances are, right, that this now is going to go up. Okay, let's have a look at the 4-hour, and it did. Look at this, it did. It went all the way up here. The BB band flipped down. It's probably touched that BB band, and that's why that 4-hour blue pushed it back down. Okay, right, so you're still not sure here because you've got a 4-hour blue, so people are panicking. They've got a signal and a 4-hour blue. They're thinking it's going up because of the 8-hour BB band. Look at the 1 hour. What's it done? Up through the BB band, back down here. That's a 4-hour blue doing its job there. Pierced the orange line again. This BB band, I mean, again, you've got like 5 seconds to go. Let's see if I can get right to there. Okay, right. Look, BB band flipped up, so you weren't far off that BB band. This is going up. This is going up for me now. I know you're looking at that, but I'm thinking up, pull back, up again. Okay, that in my opinion has done its job. Oh, look at that 8-hour signal there. Alright, so again, let's have a look. There was your first move on the HABB band with a 5-minute yellow. Look, goes up to the orange line, bounces back down, doesn't come down here to this BB band, so you've created a higher low. Here, you might not have seen this, but what you did get when you were here is momentum. There's no way on earth that would have gone up that much without momentum. Okay, so straight away you've got a winning trade in there if you've taken that. Right, now it's going to pull back again here. You will get momentum off. You know, it might not, it doesn't look like it's going to get back to the BB band here, but it's going to get momentum in, and that's what it's all about, guys, momentum. Right, you'll notice in all three of the what do you call it, entries that I gave you on the HA charts, right, that momentum was mentioned in them. Okay, I know sometimes it's late, but if your bias is right, guys, it won't really matter. If you've got your bias and your setup right, sometimes late momentum doesn't really matter. Sometimes you will get that good. I mean, I said this in my first testimonial to MT, that you'll get that good that you won't even wait for momentum, and sometimes that's how it will work. Like, you know, you're back on the orange line here, so bang, boom, in. You know, if you've got a decent size stop loss, it's not going to come down here again. You know, so bang. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, see, kids are here, bang. Definitely got momentum there. Pulling back again, might come to the HABB band, but even if it doesn't, momentum, because you know we're near the 5-minute PB band yet. Okay, and it will react at the 5-minute BB band. And there you go, you see. And oh, look, 5-minute BB band, look what it did. Okay, right. I remember this one. I remember this one now. It mucks about here. Right, now I'm going to show you something. This is what they call it, like a mini range, right, and it's bouncing off this orange line here, and it's bouncing off the BB band here. And basically, if you'd have said, I'm up, then you should be taking trades up here. If you thought, oh, it's going to come down because of the 5-minute BB band, you should be taking trades down here. Alright, but I remember on this day, I said, it mucked around here for a bit, and I said, GU's going to fly in a minute. Okay. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, you see, look, it mucked about for a bit. But the reason I said it's going to fly, guys, is because it was mucking about between the orange line, above the orange line, and below the top BB band. Now, if it was the other way around and it was mucking about down here, then I say it's going to drop. But it's not. It's mucking about up here. So the chances are, with my bias saying up, because I've seen this movement here on the 1 hour, right, that it's going to break out here. Okay? There you go. So again, every trade you took up was one. Again, you would have been looking for this one up here. Again, look out for this setup, guys. This yellow with a pink next to it in particular, they tend to fly. Again, with your bias. Let's have a look at you. And there you go. See? It broke out because it was nudging up against the 5-minute BB band. Just hang on, guys. I've got a text there. Okay, so again, back to the video. Brilliant. Now then, you had a pullback here. Okay, you might have said, oh, well, I fancy this. You know, there's nothing backing you up apart from maybe, you know, these blues here. So I wouldn't have been taking this. I'd be looking for up again from here. Basically, from the HABB band, I'd want momentum, or an arrow on momentum. You're on the HABB band momentum, or big momentum, basically DX. These flashing, or constantly flashing, or them, all of them flashing. Right, that's basically all it is about. And again, look, guys, look what happened. Now got an 8-hour signal. Okay, again, look at this. Bounce down, going up, 4-hour BB band for me. Why do I say the 4-hour rather than the 8 here, guys? Because that's the next wall. I know some of you are still a bit confused, but look. You went through that wall, it bounced down, right, it's going back to this wall, it's going to go through this wall to the next wall. If it goes through that wall, I should say, it'll go to the next wall, the next wall is this wall, because it's already bounced down. So the next wall is this wall. The chances are it'll break that 4-hour BB band. And then you look for the next wall. Okay, it's gone through that wall. Where's the next wall? You look on the 8-hour chart. The next wall is the 8-hour BB band. Alright. So, let's have a look anyway. Bang! Look at that. Look at it. Guys, and look. You know, super now. You know, but just thinking to yourself, well, look, this is nudging up here, and my bias is up. Bang! You had a major trade there. You had a major trade there. Trend has got going again. Okay. And that was a beautiful trade, by the way, guys. A beautiful trade. Okay. Okay, 5-minute yellow. Expect it. Right, again. Now, this again is where some people. It's not that you go wrong. You're learning. Okay. Right, you're learning. It's a learning process. Once you understand these, you cracked it, seriously. Because now I'm thinking 8-hour baby band. Right, this is a pullback. You understand? These two are a pullback, right? If this was a red yellow, or maybe this a red yellow, or this turns into a red pink, red yellow, right? While that's there, then this won't just be a pullback. This could be turning, because it could be the 4-hour blue working basically. But for me, this at the moment is a pullback until something changes. So there you go. Again, look, back on the HABB man. But let's say you took this and this did lose. You lost, right, guys. You lost, right. Don't worry about it. That is a good loss, because you were doing the right thing. You were going the right way. Okay. You took it there. You waited for signal and momentum. You won. Very much so. Again, you had a point there where it was just momentum. There, a signal and momentum. Might have been one of them fast ones there, guys, but sorry about that, guys. Some guys might have him to go out watch the football. Okay, it's going to be a long video, this. Christ alive. Okay, so now look, guys, look. 8-hour baby band. This is going to kick in. Probably going to reverse. In my opinion, this is one of the times you can say, right, well, okay, I'll take the first move. All right, because you know you're outside daily. You're outside. The 8 hours done its job. You're outside 8 hour. You've got 4-hour blue, 1-hour blue. This is the time where I think you can take the first move, because it's going to win. It's going to win. Okay, but even if you didn't, then you look for second moves. So you'd let this bounce up here and then look for the next move down. Okay, I don't think we're going to have much time to show this. And just watch this bounce, but let's have a look. You see there, it bounced up a bit, and then you could have looked for that again, bouncing up here. Look at this BB band flipping down, so you should be looking down again, at least to the 5-minute BB band. You hit a 5-minute BB band, it's going to bounce, it's going to react. It's a strong trend, so it's going to react off that 5-minute BB band. You see it just starting here, but again, you know, you have that trade, you have that trade in there. So again, that one, guys, showing you, you know, trend. That was basically the trend. I've shown you a strong bias now. I've shown you a strong trending setup. Now I'm just going to look at one in particular, either 92 or 93, where, you know, they weren't crystal clear. Okay, and alright, we'll pause. Right, you come in the room, 8:52, look at this. It's like, well, okay, then the trend is strong, yeah. We've got a 1-hour blue that started to work there. I would be looking for this. Now, I would be thinking this, because you've had your move up, you're outside 8 hour, I'd say, you've had this move up, this wants to pull back more to the 1-hour orange line, and then up. So I think you've got a trade in here to the 1-hour orange line down, and then you start going up again with the trend until a 4 hour blue turns up, because a 1 hour blue is not enough to turn it around, but it is good enough for a pullback. Okay, so then you look down here, 15-minute chart. Look what's happened, guys. This is something you've got to get into your head. What happens when you know, you bounce off orange lines? Now, this was a shallow bounce here off this orange line, right? Then you've got this signal here. This, on my in my experience, because it's not a major trend. You look here, you've already had a big move down. If this was going a 45-degree angle, then I wouldn't even contemplate taking this, because this could just bounce right up again off this orange line, right? But because it's not that major a trend, as you can see yet, it's not really massive strong trend, 45-degree angle. Okay, the chances are now, because this has bounced here, this is going through here. So this trade now here, I would be in. Okay, it's a bit low to get in here, so if it bounces up a bit again here, or big momentum, one of the 3 reasons to take it, bang it down. Okay, bump, it did, it come back up here, bump, see, bump, look, through. 30-minute orange line, no, we've still got a bit to go to the 1 hour orange line. I would take it up from the 1 hour orange line, because this is the kind of ranging market now. You know, it's going to come down and it's going to go off the 1 hour orange line, and then it might go down again later, because you keep getting, you know, this 8 hour red flashing. Okay, right, so yeah, 1 hour orange line, now time to take it up. So okay, you might not take it up here, right, you might let it go up a bit, down a bit, and then bang it on a second move. Okay, so you could take it first, you could, you know, like you might have taken that, but look, it's come down again. So this one now I'd be very interested in. Back on the 5-minute BB bands, that was first move. Yeah, I would still call that first move. Excuse me, if this broke down here, then no, that's not a first move. But at the moment, because it's only come back to that BB band, right, which was created here with this new low, right, then second move, this now. Alright, and there you go, you see. And look again, guys, yellow, pinks. I know sometimes the yellows are late, sometimes the signals are late, but if you'd have done, read the bias right, it's a 1 hour orange line bounce. This is a good trade. Okay, everything was saying up at the time. Alright, 5-minute BB band, okay, you might not have taken that, but I'll tell you now, if you're just doing 5 pippers, it's an absolute certain winner. 5-minute BB band, it's going to react. Okay, again, we're back on the HA BB band here. Yes, momentum's against you at the moment. You're in the 5-minute orange line, 15-minute orange line. You still could say this is going to go up more, because, you know, they're not just a quick move. These bounces here, guys, they're big, right? So expect momentum and expect it to go up. Okay, it didn't. Obviously you didn't get momentum for that to keep coming down like that. Okay, again, would I have been taking this? Yes, because you still have that set up. So okay, even if you lost a trade trying to go up here, which you wouldn't have, because that's not gone up much, guys, has it? Not gone down much, has it? Right, you take it here. You know, if you got momentum, take it. It's again, as I say, a 5-minute, a 1 hour orange line, and again, look, you were right on the hour as well. Look at that. It's a winner. Okay, but again, it's a ranging market. Where's it going to? Highly likely 1 hour orange line, you get there. Sorry, 1 hour BB band, you get there. You probably look to take it down again, because it's that kind of market. Look at it. There's nothing strong there, trend wise. Alright, and when you look, you're outside daily. You've got an 8 hour red. Right, a bit of a conflict, the trend against, you know, being outside here and here. Right, so up and down again. With the setup though, guys, with the setup. Okay, that turned out to be a lovely trade. So now you're outside, 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 outside. Second move it. If you trust this, second move it. Again, it's a ranging kind of market. You know, it could come back down to this 15-minute orange line. So let's have a look. No, it actually flew up there. Okay, but again, would you have got momentum there? It's highly unlikely you'd have got red momentum there, and you would have got green momentum. Oh, 1 hour blue showing up. Yeah, I'd want more. Now it's pushed outside that far. Okay, but again, if you think that that might work, second, move it. Okay. Either way, you're keeping yourself safe by not taking that here. Right? You might be thinking, I'll take this up here. Well, it's probably already won. 64 to 78, 14 pip move. It's already won. Again, I'd be looking for down. Okay, bang, down, winner, maybe. But again, you're up here again now. So again, might go up a little bit more, but I'm looking for down here, guys. Now, because of where we are outside all these time frames, and you've got a 1 hour blue to back you up. Plus, it's not a strong trend, ranging kind of market. So there you go. If you took it up again, because you're only, after 5 pips or whatever, you've won. But if you're taking it down with that, you've won. All right. So quickly move past this one. Bang. Nice winner. Yes. Bit of a spike up there. Bit of a weird market with all these yellows, but again, if you took it, you would have won either way. Would I be taking these up now? No, I think now that this turned outside here, wants to see this 1 hour orange line again. Okay. I think I've shown this video before, Hannah. Sorry, guys. But there you go, look, bang. Okay, all the way down to the 1 hour BB band, 4 hour orange line. What's going to happen here? It's going up. Okay, I don't think we'll have time to show it, but there you go. So it's simple, guys. Once you understand these here, your trading becomes very, very, very simple. Lambo's brilliant at reading these now. These long terms, and he knows, and he's actually, when he asks me a question, he's not asking me a question, he's asking himself a question. And again, for those of you who are new, this video here, find your direction on long terms, then anything on the 1 and 4s, that one there, this one here, and this current video that I'm making now, will really, really help you to understand, how to get bias, how to get direction, and how to judge one against the other. And I have made quite a few of these trend versus bias videos in the past, and this one was long overdue, I suppose. And this week afforded me the time to do it, really. I mean, and as I said, this week some of you guys have done really well, really, really well, because when I see, I know Hampton sorted out now, he had a bit of a tricky start to the week, but put him on the right track, just do this, do that, and he's kind of stuck to that, and he's winning every day now. Lake Bond, okay, this video basically is aimed at you. If you don't know direction, okay, and you've missed what people have been, the MTs have been saying in the room, then just wait for a starting position, let the move get going, and then start looking for your trades, okay, because you're going to get enough trades in a day to be very successful here. And as I say, guys, as far as money is concerned, once you're winning every day, it doesn't matter, you just keep upping your lot size, all right, and you keep upping your lot size, upping your lot size, upping your lot size, and you're going to win. You're going to soon be earning quite a healthy living, all right. I'm not joking when I say you can be a millionaire in 6 months, right. It is very, very attainable, very easy to get once your confidence grows, right. Just keep winning, winning today. It doesn't matter if you lose 3 trades as long as you win 8 or 9. Okay, it doesn't matter if one day you're 16-0, the next day you're 8-3. You know, it doesn't matter, right? And it doesn't matter the amount of pips you get. Okay, you noticed Darwin last week. Okay, he had a couple of struggling days, but straight away he went back to basics and he said, right, I'll cut my lot size, take profits down to 6 pips, and he won 16-0 and was 96 pips. Okay, but you're 5 pips, you're doing 10 trades a day, you win 9-1, or you win 10-0. Right, you're looking 30 to 50 pips every day. Now 30 to 50 pips at £1 a pip one day, by the end of the month, is 30 to 50 pips a day at £100 a pip. Okay, 3 to 5 grand a day for, you know, and then the next month you start saying, oh, okay, I'm going to £200, then you go to £500, you know, and so on and so on and so on, until you get to something that you really like, you know, 5 grand a pip, which is where I am. Oh, and by the way, Catherine, congratulations. Brilliant to see you've made it, girl. And you know, good luck to your husband. I've got to be honest with you, I think I'd sooner be going to work, but that's just me. Oh dear. Okay guys, so that is the trend and bias video. Again, just watch the videos until you understand direction and what's going to go on and what's happening. And as I said before, guys, right, once you learn those 148 daily, you've cracked it, because it's just a matter then of taking your entry off the HJBB band, 5-minute orange line, 15-minute orange line with momentum. Okay guys, it's a long video, but you know, I mean, you'll get it. It's just a matter of time. If you think, you know, I came here and you know, it took me 4.5 years to get where I am today, but it was 4.5 years of watching the same thing every day and doing the same thing every day. The only thing I'll tell you now, I started out on 5-pip trades, and the only thing I've done, right, is change, is evolve. You know, taking bigger lot sizes, taking bigger take profits. Okay, maximizing trades with doing, you know, like that, doing one, you know, diving in straight away and letting it run to the 4-hour BB band, but taking 10 pips, 10 pips, 10 pips, 10 pips, and so on and so on and so on, while that movie's going. But you know, the entries and everything is just the same, and I've seen it every day now for getting on for 5 years now. In August, I think it'll be 5 years I've been trading Forex in here. Okay, so I've seen that every day, and guys, it will come. Right, it will come. Okay, that's enough, guys.